guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So happy August. Can you believe we are in August? It's summertime. It's really hot here and it's beautiful here in Portugal. So I am starting the month off by making a little paper bag journal. Now I've got this bag that I had in my stash. It's a beautiful little brown paper bag, so I thought I'd turn it into a journal or a journal cover. And then I've got some bits of paper. I just folded these over. These are the ones that I've just coffee stained this summer. So I've just folded some up just to make sure they are the right size for the cover and it fits perfect. Now it's a little bit tall, so I am going to cut some of this off and then I'm going to sew around it. So the first thing that I want to do, now I'm going to measure the bag for you. Let me just measure this. Let's see what it comes out. So that's probably about 12 and a half, 13 inches, or about 32 centimeters. And it is about 10 and a half inches or 27 centimeters. That's how sort of big the bag is, because it's just sort of like a little square bottom bag. So the first thing I want to do, now I did take one of the handles off and I nearly made a bit of a hole in there, but I will be sort of covering that up or collaging it or something at some point. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this one off because we don't need these, and they're really simple to do. We've just got the little brown paper on the back. I'm not worried too much about leaving that brown paper on, because we can, you know, glue it down or something, so that's okay. I just want to take the handles off. I don't think I'll be using the handle for anything. I've got to be careful it doesn't rip the back of the paper, because it's quite thin there. So there we go. Okay, so that's the handle. Don't need that. Let's just take that off. Just that little bit. Shall I take that off, or do you think that's going to make it a little bit too thin? Let's just take these little bits off. Okay, that will do. Like that. I might actually just glue that little bit down there. Well, let's just cut that first. So, because look, it looks a little bit thin in that little bit. Right, I'm going to just get rid of these, so because we don't need those scruffy bits. I'll keep the handles because you never know, I might use those for something. Now, what I would like to do, I've also got another big envelope, but I'm not sure whether to put that on the outside or the inside. But obviously I don't want this, so I'm going to just mark that off. So this is roughly where I want to just cut it down. Just on there. Now, do you think my Fiskars cutter will do it? Do you think that's going to fit? Oh, look at that. Just. Now, where's that? Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Lovely. So that's the height. Now, because it's got these little flappy bottom bit, I thought that would make a nice pocket in the front and the back of the journal, wouldn't it? So I think that would be nice. So I might just sew around the whole thing first, because I don't really want that open. Unless I bend that up, and that can be the bottom. No, I'm going to stick like that. So that looks good. And I was thinking, if this goes, I've got the opening, I think I'd have the opening at the back like that. And I also would like to, if I can, I'm going to have a journal in the middle, journaling pages in the middle like that. But I also would like to have some on that front piece as well, and the back piece. I'm not really worried about bits sticking out, because I want this to be a bit sort of like sort of grungy as well. So I might do it so we have like 3 signatures, one in the front, one in the middle, and then one at the back. Don't have to be sort of like too many pages in them, but I just want to make up a few journals through August that I can work in. So if I have an idea, I can just do it on these pages. So what do you think? That looks all right, doesn't it? I'm not too worried about embellishing it at the moment. I just want to actually get the journal made, and then we can, you know, embellish it as we go along, as I have ideas. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to actually sew along the top of this one here, and then I'm going to just sew all the way around the outside. Okay, so I will be 2 seconds. Okay, so I have just sewn around that, and I just think that looks really good. Looks really lovely. So we've got our little pockets in there, which is lovely. Now it's sort of straight, but I'm not really worried about it being perfect, because I want it to be sort of like a bit of a scruffy little journal. So I think that looks nice. So let's see. I've got some here. Now I need to just put those bits in for size wise. So let's see, how many have we got in here? I've got 5, so that's 10 pages. Now I don't want too many, so let's just pop that one in there like that. And I'll have this one, or shall I have, I do have a little bit of checkered one here, which is quite nice, isn't it? Love all this grunginess to it. Let's go this way. What should we do? I'm going to put that one in here like that. Okay, so what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 16 pages. So I don't really want to do too many more than that, because we've obviously got to fill them up as well, aren't we? So, and then I will do another one. So we want 16, maybe I'll just do 10 on the front and 10 on the back. So I'm getting through my coffee stained papers quite quickly, so I think I'm going to have to be making another batch in the garden while we have the beautiful weather all ready, stocked up for winter time. So there we go. So let's see, how many was that? One more. Let's do one more of these. And I've got some book paper as well. So we shall use some of this because I love this one. Nice and grungy. So we'll have, I think I'll put that in the middle. So we have 1, 2, do I have any more of that? Let me just take a quick peek here. Hang on 2 seconds. There we go. Sorry, I had to go and get a little bit more of this from my stash. So let's pop that one. Oh, I do like this. Shall we have that with the holes at the bottom? So it's nice and dark. Right, so we'll have that one in the middle, I think, with that 1, 2, 3, 4, and a nice grungy one, 5. So then that's 10 at the front, and we shall have 10 at the back. So we'll have 1, 2, we'll have a book page in there, so we'll have that one here. Oops. 3, 4, and then we'll have that one 5. Perfect. So we don't need these ones. Let's pop those out of the way. We've also got an envelope. What should we do with that? Well, find something to do with that actually. That could actually go in there like that, couldn't it? So we could have almost like a little flip out and still use that as a little pocket. Oh, we shall see. Okay, back and front and middle. So I just want this to be quite a simple one. So I will pop that in there like that, and then I'm going to pop that on there like that, and there I will sew those together like this, I think, and then I will sew those in afterwards into that piece there like that. So then this will give a bit more of a sort of spine onto that bit. So I think that's what I shall do. Now, do we want to add anything else? Let's get rid of this. Oh no, I need to keep that on there, don't I? I wonder if I could add some envelopes. Are these too big? Envelope pages that flip out. What do you think? Because we can't really use it, can we, unless we put it this way. So that flips, and then that would tuck in there like that, wouldn't it? That would be a little bit better. But I think I would probably want to sew that on there. Maybe not. Maybe I will use my tape. I think I'll do those little bits afterwards and use tape, because I might tape that in. Okay, sorry guys, thinking aloud. So I'm going to sew all this in now, because I just want it to be a nice sort of quickie simple one. So this will be the front, this will be this bit. Right, where's my little pegs? Let's tip some of these out, see if they're going to be big enough. Pop these in. You can also, if you don't have a paper bag, you could use some packaging of some sort, couldn't you, as well? I'm sure we've all got lots of paper bags somewhere. It doesn't matter if you've got writing on the front of your paper bag, because you can always cover it up. Now, I've got a funny feeling these aren't going to fit, are they? Ooh, look at that, just. Going to fit there. There we go. Perfect. Let's get our book out. Let's open this up. Look at my poor book. Let's put that in there. That's so we can just make holes in it. Let's take our thinner embroidery needle. We don't want the big thick one. I'm going to take some wax thread, and then we want 3 lengths of our page. 1, 2, 3. So that gives us enough to sew it in nicely. So I'm just going to do a quick pamphlet stitch into this one. So let's just sew that in, pop that down, just quickly eyeball it. So we need to make sure we are going to, so that's about the middle, isn't it? Do you reckon? That's about the middle. There. There. I'm not going to have them too far apart. There we go. Pick this up, pop that through. Now let's see if this is going to go through nicely for me. No. Let's pop you down. There we go. Through there. Down through here, and then back up through the middle. Going to go down through there. Oh, something's moved. Something's moved. Let's go through. Through there and through there. There we go. Lovely. And we will go back up through the middle. If we can. That gone through nicely? I think so. There we go. I make such a palaver when I do sewing my signatures. It's always a bit of a palaver. There we go. Are we in nicely? Let's tie that nice and tight. Take this one out. Lovely. Right, perfect. Just going to tie that up nice and tight. Chop a little bit off. Like that. Can go. Love it. See, look, then we've got this lovely pocket here. And then what I want to do, whether this is going to work or not, is sew the signature in here. But what I might do is just run a little bit of my tape down there. So then that will just go in there like that. Let's see. I'm going to pop a little bit of this in here. Go, just to reinforce that just a little bit. As you can see, it's going to be a nice grungy one, and I'm thinking some of the elements from my Love of Nature one would go in with this, wouldn't it? I'm going to do the back as well. Nature's Notes, isn't it? My journal kit that I've got. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Love it. Right, let's see. Do you think this is going to go in? No. I think I might even just change this round. Like that. So we've got a plainer one at the front, I think. Oh, I quite like that. That looks like a newt, actually, doesn't it? Lots of fabulous shapes. Now I'm going to pop it this way. Going to do that, and then this is just going to sew in there. Let's hope. What do you think? Let's sort of even it up a little bit more. I've not tried to sew in a signature like this before, but I think it would look quite nice. So that seems to be in all right. Open up our book. Shall we? Oh, that's not very level. That's a bit better. Shall I get some more of our wax thread ready? Oops. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Chop that off. I'm going to do another one because we need to do the back one as well, don't we? So we've got 1, 2, 3. 2 of those. Let's thread our needle. Pop that through there. Okay. Let's see how this goes. That looks pretty level, doesn't it? Where was the middle of here? So that looks about right. And then I was quite close in. And where's the middle? Should have already marked this, shouldn't I? So that's there. So it's a roughly there. And then it's going to be roughly. Eyeball it. Let's just eyeball it. through there. I can see the holes in this one, so let's just see if I can do it nicely. Pop that through there, and then we will go up through the middle. Oh, look at that. That's not too bad, is it? Okay, pop that through. Take these out. Let's hope this looks okay. Is this up the right way? That's up the right way. Try this off. Didn't really need 3 lengths actually, because that's quite a lot left over, isn't it? There we go. Chop that down. What does that look like? Oh, I do like that. That looks great, doesn't it? Pocket there, and then we've got that, and then we've got the journal. So we've got like a journal cover, the envelope cover. Love it. Oh, I do like that. Right, let's do this one. Let's pop the last one in. So, should we have that? What I might actually do is do this, and I'm going to mark where the little holes are. Where's my pencil gone? What did I do with my pencil? There it is, hiding. Okay, so we want a little mark there, one there, and one there. Let's see. Let's go to the back. Let's pop that here. Let's pop this one into the middle. Sort of straighten them up a little bit. That's that like this. I think I need it to go this way. That's better. Let's just clip this on. Is that level? Not really, is it? A bit better. Just clip that like that. Okay, so let's see if these marks are going to work. Oh, I didn't thread my needle. Oopsie daisy. Oops, if I can. There we go. Put that through there before we move it. That up through there. I think this has worked quite well for an experiment. There we are. Then that can go through there. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Pop that in my little box so I don't lose it. Try a little knot. Let's take these off. There we go. Perfect. Chop that down. So that's the back. Look at that. Fabulous. And then there's our little signature sewn in. That's our spine. Didn't do too bad. So we have got the signature in the front. We have the main journal, and then we've got the signature in the back. Oh, I do like it. That's fabulous. Then we need to cover this with something, but we won't do that yet because I want to add, should we add one of these at the front, or should we just add it to that? I think I might just add it to like that back page, like that. I think that will look quite nice, won't it? So I'm going to actually stick that on with a piece of tape. But the first thing I'm going to do is stick it on with 2 little bits of tape, just so we're in the right place. Look at that. I might actually just leave them on with the little bits. Yes, I think Nature's Notes would look great with some of their embellishments in here. Look at that, I do like that. Right, now let's just stick this little bit down. Go. Can always go over this with bits of paper and collage and things like that, can't we? But then that, oops, sits on there. We've got a little pocket in there. Then we open it up. Love it. Oh, I do like that. Now I need some more envelopes. I do. Let's add some little bits and pieces to this. And I think I'm going to add them in like I did there with the bits of tape, because I think that looks really good. Okay, I'm going to just use some, I've got a little bit of book paper here. This is from a flower book, because that's got bulbs and flowers from seeds. How are we doing for time on here? Oh, we've got ages. I think I might just stick that in like that. What do you think? That's quite nice, isn't it? This is going to be a nice journal with lots of different bits in it, I think. Shall we just stick that on there? Maybe I'll glue this bit down. I think I should glue this bit down. Yes, I think so. I hope you're all agreeing with me. As I am just talking to myself. So there we go. Let's just pop that on there. Stick that like that. Love it. Now I must find I've got some beautiful books actually that I picked up from our charity shop. But sometimes I'm so reluctant to use the pages out of them, because sometimes they're so lovely. Love it. Look at that. So that's a nice piece. What should we put on this piece? I think I'll leave that one and we can put something else onto that. What should we have on here? I just want to add extra little bits and pieces to this. So let's just see what we can come up with. Let's just fold in. Fold that like that, and then we'll just take this little piece, fold that there, and just slide this piece onto here. There we go. And then this can open out, can't it? Like that and like that. Now I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to pop this on here. It's probably easier to do this side first, won't it? And I'm going to tape that again onto there, because I like the look of that tape. Just to pull it down a little fraction. Shall I glue a little bit, make sure it's stuck down? Probably be best, wouldn't it? Let's just put a tiny bit, just to stop it moving about. What do you reckon? There we go. Let's put some tape. I must order another one of these, or maybe I've got one. I may have another one somewhere. and it tears lovely. So we're just going to pop 2 little pieces like this onto there. And we've got this that opens up. Because I glued it actually, it may not need anything on there. Shall I pop a little piece? I think that would fold nicely in the middle. Let's see. What do you think? Let's just fold that over. Fabulous, look at that, love it. So we got all of that. That would look nice as like a map, wouldn't it? Oh, that hasn't stuck down. Let's just stick another piece of this on, shall we? Just to be safe, so it doesn't fall off. There we go, love it. Gosh, I'm loving this. Okay, let's try and get a few pieces in here. What should we do? Should we do something in the middle? Oh, maybe we do something on this page. Oh, I know what. I've got these tags that I was going to use. I wonder if they would work. Maybe at a later date. Let's just, I might add. What can we do with this piece? Should we, oh look, should we line up those little holes there? Let's do that. Is that level? Such fun just making things up as you go along, isn't it? I think you come up with lots of ideas when you do that. Definitely. Should we have it going that way or should we have it going at the back? I think we'll have it going this way. Oh, look, should we line that up with that hole again? There we go, look at that. Is that lined up? Oops, don't want that piece. No, it's lined up with that hole but not that hole. That's okay, right. How should we put this one on? Shall we just glue it so we've got like a little, or was I going to put it on there like that? I think I'm going to pop that on there. And maybe we will glue these little bits down so we've got a little tuck in there. That's what I will do. I'm going to pop that in there. We shall glue down this bit, I think, just so that the pocket stays on. And then along this bit. And down there. And then that will be a pocket when it's dry. So that opens up and that opens up, so that's stuck down nicely. Maybe I will do, if I go this way, can I go that way? No. Maybe I will make that into a pocket as well, so that just opens out like that. And then we've got a little tucky pocket there, and then we've got a tucky pocket there. What do you think? That would look quite nice, wouldn't it? Yes, I think I'm going to do that. Let's just glue down here. And down here. Love it. Okay. So that looks good, doesn't it? So then we've got a little pocket there to pop bits in and a little pocket there. Love it. Okay. Right, so that's on that one. So that's the first signature. Let's see what we can do on the middle bit. So we've got this lovely pocket in there, which we could make some sort of postcards to go in there, couldn't we? I'm loving this. Yes, I'm liking. What should we put? Do a little bit of book paper. This is the Penny magazine, which is just these lovely big pages, which are lovely, aren't they? So how can we use this? Let's have a think. Sorry, my phone just rang, but that gave me a chance to go and pick up some more envelopes off out of my stash. So let's see, what shall we do with this one? Where was I? Now that's the front of this. So we could do with, I suppose we could probably make like a little pocket, couldn't we? Should we have it with that showing? That's quite nice, isn't it? This is lovely, look, because it's dated 1833 on May the 18th. What shall we do? Should we just make it so it's a little pocket? I might actually sew around it first and then make it as, because I'm loving this grungy bit here. So I think I can stick that right down in there, and then maybe I'll just cut out a little notch. I'm not sure whether this will cut it out properly, will it? Oh yes, not quite in the middle, but it's cut it out. So I'm going to just quickly sew around this one, sew around the whole lot, because I'm going to have it double thickness, because this isn't very thick anyway. And then maybe, yes, and then I'll just stick it in. So 2 secs. Okay, so there we go. Look, I've still got bits of glitter from when I was working on my Christmas bits and pieces. Okay, so let's stick that there, and then we've got a pocket. I've just gone around the outside. This, look, bit of a messy old stitching there. It kept slipping for some reason. Now, shall we stick that on with some tape? What do you think? I've got that pocket there, so I don't want to cover that pocket up. I could, unless I put it on here, I could do it there actually, and then I could just tape that down through there, couldn't I? That would look quite nice. That would look a little bit better. Yes, I think I shall do that. I'm going to glue these little bits down along here, but I wanted to add just a little bit of tape on here. Stick that in there. There we go. Take these little bits off. I don't think I need the whole thickness of this. I might try and get some which is a little bit thinner than this actually. I'm not sure whether you can. Let's just take a little section. Let me just get my bone folder and push that right in there like that. There we go. Look at that. Love it. Such a lovely one, isn't it? Lots of little bits and pieces going on in here. Okay, so that's that bit done. We don't have to obviously fill everything up, because I think I will print off some of my, like I said, some of the Nature's Notes ones. This one's got a nice, we might save that one. Nature's Notes, and pop some of those in here as well. Let's have it this way, shall we? Like I did, so I think, what should we do? Pop it this way. So then we've got the little pocket this side. And we can stick this down on here. Like that. Is that sort of level? Shall I glue that on? Right in, let's tuck it right in. There we go, hold that down, and then we can just glue this down the edge. Wow, what fun this is. Nice start to the month, having a little random play, isn't it? But like I said, I want to make some just sort of like random sort of journal things up, just so when I have an idea and I want to make something, I've got something somewhere to put it, because not always when you've got a journal you want to pop sort of random stuff in it. So, but there we go. Let's push that down. Perfect, look at that, love it, and look how grungy this looks, isn't that lovely? So then we've got a nice pocket there that can open up. We could actually make a really nice big sort of like tag to put in there, couldn't we? I think I've got some, so we can do that one. Love that, love that. Anything on these? Oh look, I've got a tiny little envelope here. I'll just pop that on like that. Shall we just pop him on? Yes, I think we will. Shall we glue or shall we tape it down? What do you think? I think I'll glue and then I'll just add little bits of tape. There we go. Just a little bit. Have that there. So by sticking sort of random envelopes and bits and pieces, when you come to sort of like embellish it and add things to the pages, it sort of like challenges you because you've already got an envelope and thing on there already. So makes you have a little bit more of a think, doesn't it? Which I do like to do. Look at that. Fabulous. Let's just tear these in half. Pop that along there. I think lots of things like butterflies and stuff need to go in here as well. There we go. Love it. So we've got a pocket in the back and we've got the little pocket here, which is perfect. Okay, that's that. Let's put something here. What shall we have? Now I do have these. What can I use these for? Because these are the ones that I made up, I wonder if I could sort of like make a little booklet thing with them. What do you think? I'm going to cut. What should I do? I cut this down here. Cut these off. I want to keep this bit because I want to use that to attach them all together, if you know what I mean. So I want to keep this side of them to make like a little booklet. So if we cut them down, these have just been printed on. These are some of my tags that I made, and I've actually printed them onto some coffee stain paper. So we need to cut this little bit off like that, and then these two, so we need to cut up this one. On there. Okay, one more. Let's go like that. Okay, well, I think this is going to work. Let me just get rid of these little bits. I'm not going to keep them. I've got to stop keeping things. I must learn to throw bits away because I have so much stuff. Let's take this one. Fold these little edges over. Then just glue them together like that. Do we need all of them? There we go. Once I've glued it together, I can just cut that down there so it's level, and then pop that onto the page. And look, we've got like a little tag, a booklet. Fabulous. Right, let's stick this one down first. Should I stick it, or should you think I should sew? I think I might just stick that on to there. Stick that on to there. And then this little one. Like that. We need them on here, don't we? What do you think? Perfect. Let's just chop that down so it's level. Then we've got ourselves a little booklet. How lovely. Where should we stick that one? On here? What do you think? I think I'm going to just stick it sort of here. Okay, and I'm going to glue, and I'm also going to do the tape bit as well. So let's stick that right there. Oops, don't stick down. There we go. Then I can use this little bit of tape. Look at that, perfect fit. Perfect. Then that will just stick down. Look at that. Fabulous. Doesn't that look good? Right, what else can we do? Should we just do something in this back one? I'm loving this. This looks really good, doesn't it? Okay. Shall we have another envelope? Shall we pop an envelope? I think I'll pop it onto this one because it's a little bit sturdier paper. What shall we do with this one? Oh look, you can see like a little heart there. Oh, lots of little hearts on this one. Stick it like that again. Thing is, if we stick it inside, we're not going to have anything not enough room to open it up as a pocket, unless I just maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just tick that down and put some tape there so it's a little flippy pocket. That's what we'll do. Oops. Let's tear this in half, sort of. I don't want to cover that little heart up, do we? Okay, where should we put it? Onto that page or just there? Should we pop it? There we go. And this piece can go. Like that. Lovely, look at that. So we've got a nice little flippy envelope, but we could actually even make something on there for a closure, couldn't we? So, love it. Okay, lovely. That was pretty simple, wasn't it? What should we pop on here? Anything on here? This is still quite thin, isn't it? So let's see, shall we have something in the middle? What can we put in the middle? I've got a little bit of this. What shall we make up for this one? Shall we just do it like the darker? Shall we make a pocket? Let's turn this down. Like that. Fold it in. Should I fold it in half or should we fold it in three? I think I might actually just fold that in half. And that's going to be too big. That's going to stick out a bit too much. No. No, 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 no. Right, what I'm going to do, not sure whether I want it in the middle because of that. Maybe I'll stick it on top of this page. What do you think? I think what I'm going to do, leave that bit so it flaps. I'm going to sew this little pocket, I think. And then we're going to stick this to the page. And then we'll have a pocket there. And then this can be a random little bit that flips with a little pocket. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and I'm going to sew along the top, the edge of this. And then I'm going to sew all the way around the outside, just that top bit. So I will be 2 seconds. Okay, so I have just gone along this top piece along there and then just around the edge. So where was I going to put it? I think I was going to pop it in here, wasn't I? So I think I'm just going to stick that edge. So this one again can just flap around. So this is a good way of adding extra pieces into your journal, isn't it, without sewing them in. So what should we do? So glue down there and along this bit. Quite like that to be a pocket. Pocket with a pocket and then another pocket there. Perfect. So I don't need to go right to the edge with glue, do I? Unless I turn that over and add just a bit of tape that side. That's what I might do. Okay, going to glue down here. Loving my tape today. Let's glue down there. Not quite to the edge, I don't think. Let's pop you, let's tuck you in with that. There we go. This is quite thin paper, so it does stick pretty well. Like that. So let's just make sure that's folded so that just flaps down nicely, and then this bit we could just pop just a little bit of tape on there, couldn't we? Shall we do that? Take a little bit of tape off. Let's take the middle bit so it's all ripped. Look at that, fabulous. Oh, what a lovely grungy journal we're doing today. So that's fabulous, isn't it? So I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm loving that. I think it looks great. So we have got 3 signatures in there. We have a lovely bag, a nice brown craft bag in the middle, and an envelope on the outside, which I love. I think I'm going to find some more of this paper, where I find my book somewhere, and then add a few more bits and pieces in there. So we've got a little flip there. We have got this one that flips right out like that, which is good. Let me just pop the lid on my glue before it dries up. So we've got all these lovely pages. This one, oh, what did we do here? That opens out. Oh yes, we've got a little pocket there, haven't we? And then we've got another little tuck there. Fabulous. And then we have an envelope. So that's got a little pocket in there. So that can come out. Lovely. Our pocket or envelope, and then we've got another pocket in there, so we will make some all sorts. Oh yes, we've got a lovely little penny magazine pocket there. Can I put anything else in? We've got another envelope pocket there, which is great because that one I can just pop lots of lovely little bits and pieces in. What else did we do? Oh yeah, nice little envelope there. Oh, I like this. That's really nice, isn't it? I do like that idea. So you can even embellish those little bits on there. Love it. Love, love, love. Good old play to start the month. There we go. That's our little flippy pocket that sits on a page. And then that one that we've just done. So we've got pocket there. Or actually, maybe I should have glued that in there. Shall I glue a little bit? I could do. Let's just glue on this crease here. Like that. Tuck that in. That's a good idea. So nothing falls out. There we go. Actually, we could pop a little bit of ribbon through there. Or maybe I'll do that. Or I'll tell you what would look nice would be sort of like string, wouldn't it? Some twine would go through there because it would go with the look of the book, of the journal. So we've got a nice pocket there as well. And that's it. Perfect. So there we go, guys. I will come back. I'm going to pop this into my stash, I think. So when we are ready, if I've got ideas to do a front cover or things like that, or add into here, I can just give it a go, which I am loving. So there we go, guys. I love it. I absolutely love it. So get your little paper bags out, get some of your coffee stain, tea stain paper, and envelopes and anything you've got, and make yourself a lovely random little journal with lots of bits of tape in. So I'm loving it. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.